When speaking about the literary production of early Jesus movement, an important distinction should be kept in mind. I mean the distinction between the positions expressed in the written documents and those of quote-unquote real people, file and rank of the movement. We may guess something about the people who joined the group during the first decades of its existence: Galilean Jews, craftsmen, peasants and fishermen. We should not, however, necessarily picture them in romantic colors of a literate, pure and simple folks. In fact, they could have been versed in scripture and in current Jewish religious ideas, though not necessarily being quote-unquote professionals. Then also people from different strata of Jerusalem Jewry would join the movement, as well as those who had come to Jerusalem to the yearly feasts from various diasporas and were exposed there to the preaching of Jesus' disciples. Later on, there would be Jews and non-Jews who became exposed to the messianic preaching in the synagogues in the Hellenistic diaspora. However, actually, we do not hear the voices of most of them. As always in such cases, we approach the issue of early Christian thought through the surviving writings of a few educated intellectuals. Our presupposition is that these writings both reflected and influenced the beliefs of broader circles, but we have to always keep in mind the possible gap between the official line propagated by those who, so to say, held the pen and whose writings survived the selection, and the stances of individual men and women of the movement. This course will focus on the 4 Gospels included in the New Testament canon and on the book of Acts. As indicated, all these texts are narratives, Jesus' biographies or the biography of the nascent Christian movement. And in this, they differ from, say, the epistles, which are closer to sermons or to religious essays, tractates. One may expect that in a narrative, religious ideas are sometimes expressed in a less explicit, more storytelling fashion than in an essay. The art of storytelling has its own means to express ideas. As I said earlier, this common narrative character, in addition to other features that will become clear later, justifies grouping the 5 texts together. As for the treatment of other parts of early Christian literature, it will have to wait for another course.